Joining us now from Washington, Reverend Timothy McDonald, chair of the group African American Ministers in Action. And here in the studio, Dr. Obery Hendricks, author of the book, The Politics of Jesus. All right, Doctor, you heard what Newt Gingrich had to say. How do you reply to that?
Well, I think that he was a little off base. I think there's a real basic misunderstanding here. You know, when Reverend Wright talks about goddamn America, I mean, it's provocative language, but he's not talking about God destroy America. It's really a call to conscience. I mean, it's a way to remind Americans that you know, that we too fall short of the glory of God. That, you know, that we can't become too self-congratulatory.
But it's pretty specific. It's pretty specific criticism that we're as bad as Al-Qaeda, that the government injected the AIDS virus to kill blacks. You don't believe that, do you?
Believe what?
That the government injected the AIDS virus into society to kill blacks. Do you believe that?
I don't know. I believe that. I do know that the government injected syphilis in the black man.
Okay, well, let's
No, we know that the government is capable of doing those things.
All governments done bad things in every country. But when you get to some kind of provocative, specific stuff like we're not better than Al-Qaeda, I mean, it's hard for the regular folks who don't know Senator Obama or Pastor Wright to couch those. In fact, the poll today says only 8% of Americans, that includes a lot of African Americans, approve of Wright. 8%. So he is, I think, destroyed himself, Pastor Wright, and in the process maybe hurting Barack Obama. Would I be wrong?
Well, I think that he has destroyed himself. I think what's destroyed him is his caricature of him. I mean, what we see is a man who's speaking, I mean, he uses provocative language, but he's speaking, he's raising these issues.
But they're not true.
Afflicting the, well, it is true first that this country is afflicted with racism. We do know that. I mean, it's from the beginning.
On both sides, though, is it not?
Well, you know, black folks have never enslaved anyone. They've never enforced Jim Crow. So, no, it's not the same thing. Yeah. But, you know, even the Bible talks about God destroying Israel and damning Israel for its transgressions. Doesn't mean they want to destroy it. I mean, the man doesn't want to destroy the country that he lives in, his children live in, his congregation.
But he doesn't think very much of the country.
He does not think much of the injustices. Now, that's not all. But that's not all he talks about. Why don't we show the other side?
Because you can't. You don't have time to show 15 sermons. You have to go with what the record states.
But that's also on the record.
No,
but the good things also on the record. Why aren't those things looked for?
That argument has been made throughout history to justify villains of all stripes, that they do good things too. You can't do that. Now, Reverend McDonald, why don't you react to what Newt Gingrich said? Did he make any mistakes?
Well, he absolutely made some mistakes. Mistakes in judgment, mistakes in understanding the nature of black church and black worship and black preaching. Black preaching is always from the bottom up. It's from the grassroots. Let's just face it, there's a different interpretation of the Exodus story of Pharaoh that most white congregations will interpret, and differently for black to interpret.
When you say the country's no better than Al-Qaeda, there's not a lot of room for interpretation there, sir. It really isn't.
Taken all out of context.
It's not out of context. That's what he said.
He doesn't.
Not going all the way back to 9/11, you know, 7 years ago. There have been thousands of sermons that Reverend Wright has preached.
All right, let me ask you this. Do you believe that the United States government took the AIDS virus and consciously put it into the minority community to kill people of color? Do you believe that?
I don't believe that, but there are some African Americans who absolutely
So there are some white Americans that want to kill blacks and Jews. That doesn't mean you say that
and not only just that they want to do it, they have done it too. I mean, our history has taught us that they not only have talked about it, they have done it.
You think it's okay for an African American minister to tell his congregation the American government has injected AIDS to kill blacks? You think that's okay? You think that's fine?
I think you're taking... No, I don't think
I'm not taking it out of context. That's what the man said, period.
You're taking it way out of context.
No, I'm not.
You got to listen to all that come before it, all that came after it. This is a political game that we're playing. We're nitpicking. It's what we call in the church.
This is a declarative sentence. These are paragraphs, sir.
You take the Bible and you use it to justify slavery. You take the Bible and use it to oppress people and to cause people to fear. And it's all out of context.
All right, let me ask you one more question because we're running out of time.
It's a political ploy.
Do you believe that Reverend Wright has hurt Barack Obama?
I believe that, yes, for the moment, But I think as people look at what Barack Obama has said, what Barack Obama believes, my own congregation doesn't believe everything that I say. Sometimes when I preach and I finish, I'm surprised at some of the things that I've said. That is a part of the black experience. It is about family.
Well, I can
it's
identify
about
with you. Sometimes I'm surprised at some of the things that I say. All right.
Yeah, I watch your show too, and sometimes when you finish, I'm sure you're shocked at some of the things you say.
I don't know about shock, but sometimes they don't come out the way I wanted to. But I like both of you gentlemen. I think you're sincere men, but I think you're absolutely wrong about the context. I think the Reverend Wright, if you study his history, he is an anti-American guy, and I think that's going to hurt.
He is not anti-American.
I believe he is.
I know
he's not anti-American
at all. Christian theological
never
seminary.
has been, never will be.
All right, guys. Well, that's why we have in a show. We want both.